I like to believe that voicing your opinion is important. It's crucial to the development of this society. If we ever expect to see any type of change, any growth, any maturity, if we intend on seeing anything different than what we've been getting, which has been completely piss poor, I'm a firm believer in being an example, especially if you are in the type of positions where you can affect hundreds and thousands of people who kind of just lean towards whatever is popular at the moment. You see on the screen, but I want you to hear what's on the screen. I got some things that I want to say to Gillie and I want to say to Charleston White. We got to talk. This is too much.
You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
Look at him. Got a tag on his toe. My boy still clipping his toenail. It's different between my boy and your boy. It's different between me and you.
You interviewed a nigga on your platform who ain't nobody. And he got on there and talked about Deion Sanders, Beyonce, Jay-Z, a bunch of them. Come on, man.
You say I'm a nobody. Your son a nobody now, nigga. I'm a human. I'm not a dead corpse like a cheese is, nigga. I'm a living, breathing human with a throbbing, thumping dick, nigga. And still farting, nigga. Yeah, and burping. Yeah, your boy is nobody, nigga. So you got me confused with your toe tag boy. They left the boy with a hump in the ground. And you got the nerve to have a mouth like you a nigga to put a hump in your boy. Man, please. Yeah. No. Yeah. You know what? I know it's still a void there. And I'm finna tell you some real shit, Gillie. You know why you don't like me? Because your boy was playing gangster. Look at him. Got a tag on his toe. My boy still clipping his toenail. It's different between my boy and your boy. It's different between me and you.
You interviewed a nigga on your platform who ain't nobody.
Well, I think y'all already got the gist of that. That clip is all over social media. I just seen it for myself, and let me tell you something. They've already had like a back and forth before, and I addressed it once before, but I gotta go here again because um this is very, very disheartening, man. I don't support a lot of the ignorant shit that black people do. I don't like the black on black crime. I don't like the lack of education being utilized by black people. I don't like the sex and drugs that gets celebrated and promoted. I don't like the fact that black people don't support black people unless it's about controversy, drama, and et cetera, et cetera. We're the biggest hypocrites, critics, and everything under the sun until there's crimes and so on and so forth. Charleston White and Gillie reach hundreds and thousands of people on a regular basis. Both have talking points that connect and resonate to people. Gillie approach and style is similar to his, but it's not as harsh and as blunt as Charleston White. I've said Charleston White, in my opinion, panders to a certain extent. He trolls a lot. I think Gillie trolls a lot. And it's entertainment. For a lot of y'all watch them and you laugh and you joke and you find a lot of that shit they be doing hilarious, and it's like, man, some things just isn't comedic. One thing you never play about is someone's deceased family, friends, etc., etc. I don't play about the dead. You can express your indifferences towards people. They might have chose a life that put them in jail or in prison or in some type of uncomfortable situation. You can talk about things like that, but when you're going to the extent to taunt and say what Charleston White just did here in this video over something that had nothing to do with dead relatives, I can't dig that. To be honest with you, there's a bigger issue, a bigger enemy, a smarter one, a more strategic one. And as much as Charleston White and Gillie get on this camera and want us to believe in them and support them, and you can't tell me that you're a role model or you're some type of entity that I'm supposed to hold to a certain degree of respect when y'all up here bickering and arguing over who knows who and who has a name for this. And I got people on here with big names attached to their brands, and you bring up nobodies. That shit is dumb. I fucking hate y'all for that. I don't hate you, really. I hate this concept that a person has to be famous for their impact to mean something, their message to mean something. That shit is ridiculous. You talk about the black culture and how fucked up it is, both of you. Y'all talk about the street life, you talk about prison life, you talk about relationships, you do these 21 versus ones, you do all this goofy ass shit on the internet, spit your fake Malcolm X rhetoric, get up here and talk about the Carmelo Anthony's case. You get up here and go to foreign countries and do all of these things that a lot of us would love the opportunity to do, because we would handle it with decorum, with respect, with honor, our dress, our speech, the way that we would interact and present ourselves and represent a black community is completely different than how y'all do it. But the people, y'all eat up this shit that they be putting out here. And here we go again, back in the cylinder. Oh, fuck your dead son. Oh, you ain't nobody. You ain't got but such and such views. You only hang with, man. If y'all don't stop with this shit, like seriously, man.
Bang, 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 bang.
I swear, y'all be making the wrong people famous. Y'all be putting the wrong people in positions of authority, or giving the wrong people the opportunities to have some type of say so out here. Charleston White, let me tell you something, sir. You're not helping. You're not helping at all. If you think your style and approach is supposed to reach these ignorant black men and women, if you think your approach is a form of chastity or shame to get them to switch to a more enlightened side, it isn't. The style is outdated, is corny, is not really something that I don't think any of our ancestors would be proud of. You know better than they are. Gillie, you know better either. Whatever differences y'all got could easily be handled. but you want to dance for the niggers, the black people, the ones that's ignorant, that love violence and death. Y'all want to dance and entertain them goofballs, the ones that don't know nothing about um resolution, don't know nothing about healing, don't know nothing about handling things articulate, don't know how to sit down across from another like a fucking boss and make moves. This is a horrible example of the black culture. I don't care what nobody say. Horrible example. You don't. There's nothing in the world to me that would make me ever cross the line and disrespect someone's offspring. To lose your life through a culture that was taught to us by a generation preceding our birth into this world, and it's still going on and on and on to this day. There's nothing that could convince me to repeat the cycle and tag along with other people who are too ignorant to understand that we are being manipulated and controlled to fall under this self-destruction. This right here, this entire video, nothing but shame. Everything was handled tactless. When I look at you two brothers, I look at two men who were fortunate enough not to be behind the prison walls or in the ground. Your ex-cons, or you're just two black men that were fortunate enough to find a niche, embrace it, and escape what most of the men and women that you scold so much suffered from. That's all I noticed. Right now, I don't see none of the donations and none of the good that you've done. I don't see that. That's not what I'm looking at here. What I'm looking at here is a white person sitting in my seat looking at this and like, yep, we got these idiots. We got them right where we want them. Keep on dancing for the internet. Keep on making black people look dumb. Keep on making black people look irrational. Keep on making black people look like they ain't got no common sense. Keep on. You're doing our job perfectly for us. I don't take sides. I don't have no sides in this. Charleston White, you corny as hell for that. Gillie, you corny as hell for your part too, because quite frankly, who gives a shit? Just because a nigga got a name behind him don't mean nothing. I'm clearly evidence of it, because y'all right now are horrible examples. Got the nerve to attach a title to a person based on how many people follow them in this cult-like system. Oh, because you got a million people that fuck with your recklessness and your poison tongue, that means that you hold more value than somebody who don't have the same type of views. Man, get the hell out of here with that shit. Charleston White, the shit you be saying out of your mouth be getting people killed all the time, unalive, whatever. Be getting people jumped, robbed, stabbed, all that. That shit that you be doing, you think that it's not helping, bro. One minute you telling the police on criminals, the next minute you instigating shit and you trolling and you inviting danger and you inviting people to be ignorant. Then on the flip side, you want to be Dr. Martin Luther King, the disrespectful version of him. Which pick a side, my nigga? I'm disappointed in both of y'all. I am. This could have been handled way better than this. I'm really disappointed for real.
It's